I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So the Minnesota Vikings defense, especially the interior in the trenches, will wreak havoc. Will wreak havoc, baby. Heavy, bro. Yeah, they will cause chaos. Isn't that kind of ironic? Kind of weird to hear, weird to say, right? How quickly and swiftly everything turned around. The tables have officially turned. The tables have officially turned, huh? To the point where you have some analysts already saying the Vikings are a Super Bowl team, Super Bowl contenders, potentially. Some even saying right now. So that's crazy, man. Go from last year, everybody talking about the trenches, disrespecting the trenches, your interior D line, O line, but we talk about them later. But your D line gets exposed in the playoffs, huh? gets gashed week in, week out, especially by the offenses with the top 10, top 5 run game. You hear me, dog? Got exposed, all that. Now they weren't horrible. They did have what, the number one ranking rushing defense at one point in the season, but guess what? Were those just stats? Were those just stats? Huh? And as we know, playoff time, the last 2 weeks of the season, they were horrible on the defensive side of the ball, dog. Hands down, man down, period. They were horrible, piss poor, atrocious, huh? Atrocious, huh? Run game and pass game defense. Inexcusable. But at the end of the day, they turned it around. Quasi cooked. Quasi cooked. And for some reason, I don't think he's done cooking yet. You hear me? No, man. But Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, come on, bro. Can you beat that? Can you beat that? We know what they can do. We know for a fact what they can do. I'm going to get into the article in a minute just so we can feel their energy, see what they got to say. Realize they really believe in Brian Flores, huh? It's a reason they wanted to play under Flores. Understand the respect they have for him, for his football IQ, for his great leadership as a coach, for his brain power when it comes to football, man, and coaching the defensive side of the ball. Believe that. A certain level of respect that has to be obtained, period, along the way. They know about Brian Flores. People watch, players watch. Rondell Moore, just a prime example. I'm sure was watching, has been watching. You hear me, dog? He peeped the Vikings move, change of culture, and that tells you right there. Rondell Moore wants to win and win now. He could have went to the Bears, the scandalous Bears, but guess what? He didn't want to be in a scandalous organization. Oh, the Bears going to get hyped up. They're going to get hyped up. People going to talk about them all off season. Oh, the Bears are a playoff team, et cetera, et cetera. They said the same thing last season, right? Oh, yeah. Caleb Williams this, Caleb Williams that, huh? Correct? All this hype, man. What happened, bro? What happened? Oh, now they get a new coach. They get some weapons for Caleb, but really just more protection up front in the interior. Now, all of a sudden, the Bears are once again a Super Bowl caliber team. Caleb Williams will take over. He will have a great season. Ben Johnson will be the coach of the year. All this bullshit talk. Stop the cap, huh? Stop the cap, bruh. Please. Can we let the Bears do something first? Earn it first. Prove it first. It shows you more of the disrespect thrown the Vikings way, the shade thrown the Vikings way. All off season, huh? All off season, baby. Yeah. Every day, every night, every week. The shade. Oh, the Vikings are the worst team in the NFC North now? Come on, bro. Guys like Cowherd, capping and yapping, huh? Capping and yapping, you hear me? Come on, Cowherd. Just talking out the side of the neck. Just talking out the side of his neck. He JT. He just talking. Yeah. Believe that, man. But Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, bro, these are dynamic players. Dynamic players. Think about how much of an upgrade it is from Jonathan Bullard. No disrespect, but Jonathan Bullard, Jerry Tillery, and he looked good in Brian Flores' scheme. So think at how great, quick, elite Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave will look in the Brian Flores scheme. True juggernauts when healthy. True juggernauts when healthy, baby. And I know. At the end of the day, they got to be available. If you're not available, it means nothing. It means nothing. Hands down, man down. So that's the first step. Them staying healthy, but healthy especially during playoff time. But we know when both of them are 100%, 100%. You saw how well Jonathan Allen performed, and he missed the whole season damn near. Came back at the end of the season and performed well. Off of injury, off of surgery, etc., etc. And he came in balling. And believe it or not, I don't care if Allen's 30, Hargrave's 32. So what? What does that mean? We've seen for numerous years players 30 plus. Look at the Tom Brady's. Some may say, oh, he's a quarterback. So what? He still did it at a high level. He was what, 45, 46? So you telling me Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, two guys who are still in their prime, still in their football prime, still elite, still relentless. They're going to be great. I'm not saying can have the potential to be. They will be great. Great additions, great players, great leaders in this Brian Flores scheme. You think Brian Flores didn't have a say? Didn't make a play in the Vikings acquiring these two guys? You think he and Kwesi didn't collaborate? That's all Kwesi talks. That's all Kwesi talks, huh? It's collaboration, right? Mediation, etc., etc. You dig me? You get my drift. But that's who Kwesi is. That's what this organization is now. You hear me, dog? At some points, at sometimes to a fault. Yeah, to a fault. But at the end of the day, this year, this off season, it's all coming together beautifully, quickly and swiftly, huh? Quickly and swiftly. A lot of shocking moves. A lot of shocking moves, baby. What do you know? All of a sudden, damn, the Vikings have solved so many issues up front. That's what I'm most impressed about up front. And they didn't take any time. They didn't second guess. They went with their move and made it. What Kwesi say when he first came in? What KOC say when they first came in, huh? They're gonna do it their way. They're gonna do it their way. Oh yeah, they had you worried. They had you worried here and there, and they still gotta prove it. But they're doing good. You talk about learning from mistakes, huh? Understanding the game, learning on the go, not complaining, not whining, dealing with the issues, bad quarterbacks, overpaid, washed up players, but continuing to grow, stay focused, stay zoned in, right? Through the storm, they shine. Through the storm, they shine, dog. You hear me? After the rain comes brighter days. After the rain comes brighter days, huh? Believe that. And the Vikings are coming. I feel very comfortable in saying that the Vikings are coming. But this defense, wow, will be elite. Talk about elite. Thought you seen something last year? That was last year, dog. With who were on your trenches? Bullard, not an elite player. Tillery, not an elite player. No disrespect. Even Harrison Phillips ain't no elite player. But with those two guys by him in the rotation, that can elevate his game, give him more opportunity. That's the kind of player he is, too. He can be a great, excellent role player, but he's not that starting juggernaut, and there's no knock to him, no disrespect to him. I love the way he plays, love his game, love his heart, the dog in him. He just needs more help. He just needs more help. But think about those three up front. Do you know how scary that's going to be? How tragic for the opposing offensive team it will be, bruh. How scary, spooky. I don't think Vikings fans realize how spooky it's about to get. How spooky it's about to get. Believe that. Huh? I mean, sit back and think about it. These guys are awesome. These guys are dogs up there. Big dogs for real. Gorillas. Gorillas, homie. Underrated, etc. Don't focus on the injuries. Don't focus on the 32 and 30. So what? What does that mean? What does that mean? Young as hell, homie. Young as hell. You hear me? And if they take the right steps, they can make it through a whole season. You hear me, dog? Without withstanding any injuries. I'm talking about 100% healthy from September to February, right? September to February, dog. 100% healthy if they take the right steps, do the right things, take care of their bodies. If they're having fun in the environment they're in, they want to be there. They believe in it, believe in the culture, the system. John and Allington spoke on it, right? He spoke on it a lot. The culture, the belief, the coaches, the energy, dog. Period, bro. The atmosphere. You know, what's in the atmosphere that permeates through the building. winning ways. Team on an upward trajectory. Team doing positive things. That's the Vikings. A very enticing place for players, baby. Especially when you got that Guapino. And at the end of the day, it's just the business they're in. Some players will just be out for the money. No matter how much they can love. They love the place, love the environment. It feels right. Some players will sell they soul, dog. They will try to get it all, dog. The fame and gold, correct? Anything. Anyway, the NFL, just a different realm. Same realm, different levels. Same realm, different levels. You hear me? No cap, believe that. But they'll go to a team where maybe they don't like the environment, like the area. It's not really in their heart, in their soul, but they'll ignore that feeling, that true feeling, correct? They'll ignore it, throw it out the window, you know, not go with their intuition, the gut feeling. Hey, this is the team right here. This is the team right here I should be on, dog. Here, period. This is where I'm going to get my opportunity, change my career around, turn it around. Full 360, huh? Some players do, some players don't. And it is what it is. It's okay. The players that want to be a Viking, they become Vikings. Those who don't can go. Period. I don't care how good you are, how bad you are. You don't want to be a Viking, get the hell out the building. We don't need no distractions, just action. You hear me? No distractions, just action, huh? At the end of the day, that's it. Everybody focused on the same goal. Period, homie. Being great and winning a Super Bowl. Being great and winning a Super Bowl, huh? Period, bro. That should be the only concern. The only concern. Period. No cap, man. Let's get into this article though. But Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, have no fear, dog. Have no worry. They're here to stay and here to play. And Kwesi still worked immaculate deals with both of them. Now, there was some videos in here, but I'm not going to play the videos. You know how the copyright be going. Some of these media outlets, these, so these so-called upper echelon of the media game, Minnesota Vikings world, they be copywriting, they crap, don't want people to use it, etc., etc. So it is what it is. I'm not going to play the video, but I will read the article. Yeah. I'm not playing a video unless I'm 100%, 1000%. You dig me? That it will be no copyright issues. Period. That some punk chump won't write a complaint or turn it in. You hear me? Period, huh? Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen excited to help Brian Flores wreak havoc. Like I said, man, it's coming, bro. It's coming. Believe that. Brian Flores has some new talent to utilize up front. The Vikings added Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen in the first wave of free agency, and a pair of interior defensive linemen will help bolster a front seven that already shined last season. Flores' defense system provides interior linemen opportunities to get to the quarterback, a skill both Hargrave and Allen have demonstrated with previous teams. And the excitement to join forces in Minnesota is mutual between coach and players. Believe that. When you look at a guy like Coach Flores, man, they refer to him as a mad scientist, correct? No cap, he is that guy. Sometimes we'll be in a 3-4, bringing pressures off both ends, and some games we're switching it up. Allen told Twin Cities media members via video conference Wednesday. Every week, being in that playbook's a big key, but I really like how he's able to create space on the inside and allow guys to get one-on-ones. And when you get one-on-ones in this NFL, you've got to be able to win those. Facts, no cap, bro. And Allen will win them. Allen will win them, dog. I believe that. I stand on that 10 toes down. You hear me? I'm looking forward to just fitting right in and doing what I can to help. Let's get it. I love it, man. I love it. In 2023, the last season, Hargrave and Allen each played a full regular season. They totaled 12.5 sacks, and this is from the interior. 12 sacks from interior D linemen. That is elite. That is spectacular, baby. That is outstanding, unheard of, very rare, huh? Very rare. Whoa, man, you gotta love this shit, huh? I'm here for it. I want some more of it. That's crazy. Crazy work right there. Crazy work. Sacks between the two of them. According to analytics site Pro Football Focused, Hargrave tied for fourth most QB hurries, 48 among interior defensive linemen with at least 100 passing rushing snaps, and Allen tied for eighth in QB hits with 15. Today's NFL has moved away from prioritizing only the tallest and biggest defensive tackles and recognize the impact a smaller inside defender can have. See Aaron Darnold. So, though the 6'2" Hargrave was criticized coming out of college for being undersized, he's no longer viewed that way. No, he's a dog. He's a beast. You got to put some respect on his name. You got to put some respect on his name, dog. Period. The league sees the value of interior defensive linemen who can affect the passer, and Hargrave is leaning into that. If you got a defensive tackle who can pass rush and cause havoc, it's a good thing for the defense, he said. I think it really don't matter no more if you're small or no. Are you a dog? Are you a dog? Are you a fighter? Are you a lion? Do you have no fear, homie? Are you strong? Are you powerful? Are you quick? Can you utilize your quickness to give you the benefit, that major advantage on the slower offensive lineman? Heavy, you hear me? Are you firm up front? Are you stout in them trenches? Are you scared to bang, or do you want to bang? Are you always willing to bang? That's what it is, bro. Now, of course, you want big bodies in certain areas. Yeah, the bigger the better for the most part, but that's not always the case, period. Heavy, bro. It's some guys who are smaller but stronger, smaller but faster, more powerful. It's about the player. It's about coach, player development, scheme, etc. Let's get it. It's no I in team. It's no I in team. That's why you have schemes, plays incorporated, different playbooks, all of the above, huh? You dig me? You get my drift? Let's get it. They kind of look at the football player more than just looking at the size of the football player. Correct, man. One more time. They kind of look at the football player more than just looking at the size of the football player, Hargrave added, because there's some big dudes who soft as hell, soft as cotton, soft as Charmin. Huh? Vikings had a few of them on their O-line, baby. A few of them. You hear me? Garrett Bradbury, number 1. Dalton Rajna, Ed Ingram, Blake Brandell. He was soft at times, but we got to see how he does with elite tackles and guards around him and centers around him. Period. Point blank. Yeah, bro. Let's get it. He may have bought himself some more time. Yeah, he might be the only one on the line that has bought himself some more time. Even Brian O'Neill, he needs to cut the crap. Period. Shit or get off the pot. Period. He got dominated a little too much for me last season. A little too much. Oh, trust me this, though. Going up against these two dudes, these elite defensive players, they will grow. They will get better. No choice. They will have no choice, dog. Man sharpen man, iron sharpen iron. Let's get it. I think Flores creates a lot of one-on-ones for the inside and the outside guys. Allen noted the importance of having players inside who can play the run on early downs and then stay on the field for third down and get after the quarterback. Stamina, grit, determination, all that. Let's get it, man. And as he pointed out above, that doesn't mean solely sacks. Allen emphasized interior pressure, especially when supported by Vikings pass rushers Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Grenard from the outside. Crazy. Think about that. You hear that? Think about that. You hear that, huh? That just makes everything easier with getting the quarterback off his spot. Force throws. Force him to miss his target, Allen said. I think when you can add that element of interior pressure from the inside, that just helps the defense out tremendously. This season will mark Allen and Hargrave's first time sharing an NFL team locker room, but they've previously shared a division and an all-star roster. They first met each other outside of quick interactions during the Pro Bowl that capped the 2021 season and swapped phone numbers to stay in touch. Now they'll be in the same meeting room. Let's get it, baby. Let's win. When Hargrave was with the Eagles, he played against Allen and the Commanders twice a season. He causes havoc on the field and makes a lot of plays. And he knows when to take his chances on those plays. He said, football IQ, football demeanor, understanding the game, learning the game, being great at knowing the game. Mental, baby, mental. You hear me? Mental, believe that. Smart players, right? No dumb mental errors. Focus in, lock in, zone the hell in, SKOL VIKES, win, lose, or draw heavy. Allen mentioned he found himself unofficially competing with Hargrave's stats each season, simply because he's viewed him as one of the best at the position. So for us to be able to line up and play with each other, I'm super excited about it, Allen said. Obviously, you know what Javon can do. He can rush the passer from the inside. He can take on double teams. He can play the run. and I'm looking to help boost his game and vice versa. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, baby. You hear me? We head. In the same way Allen and Hargrave are looking forward to being a part of Flores' defense, they have a shared desire to be part of the culture Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell has established. Both are well aware of the annual NFL Players Association report cards and Minnesota's high-scoring reputation around the league. Yeah, domination. Allen mentioned culture multiple times during his media session. So right there, culture means something to him. You think he didn't have other options? I'm sure he had a lot of other options, dog. You hear me? No cap. But culture means something to him. Like I said earlier, energy, environment, relationships, brotherhood, feelings. You feel me, dog? Period. Feelings you can't ignore. Real, genuine, deep connections. Period. Winning vibes, winning energy. Period. But let's get it. Allen mentioned culture multiple times during his media session, and he also explained the importance of a positive environment extending beyond just the football team on and off the field, right? It's not something you can tangibly touch, but you can feel it. When something bad happens during the game, you look at the sideline for the guys' reactions. I think it becomes pretty evident of a good culture and a bad culture and how different players and different people react during different situations in the game. Allen said, I'm a firm believer in it's really hard to win games in this football league. I mean, if you look at it, it probably comes down to 5 plays a game. And I think culture's a huge part of it. When those certain plays don't go your way, how do you respond? It's easy to turn one bad play into 2 or 3 bad plays. And that can be the difference in the game. He's absolutely correct. And like I say, you don't think he seen the Vikings, watched the Vikings, observed, studied the players? No. Observe Kevin O'Connell, how the Vikings react to adversity. And one thing about it, win, lose, or draw, now you can question the last 2 games of the season, but the Vikings didn't fold. They didn't bow down, cower out. Heavy, bro. Well, they had some piss poor games the last 2 weeks of the season. Can't evade blame from that. Period, right? No cap, bro. Yeah, certain situations throughout the season, fans, media, fans, us, real true fans, were not attuned to, period. Because the whole season, guess what? They gave us something different. So hell no, bro. Hell no. That's not something the Vikings were attuned to, period, bro. Just what it is. But culture, never giving up, never giving in. I'm sure that played a major role in Allen signing, Hargrave signing, every player who signed. Of course, Guapino plays a role, has some sort of significance, but at the end of the day, I think for these players, they needed more. Correct? Fire them comments up, man. Feedback is appreciated, much appreciated. Let me know how you feel about the video so far, dog. You agree or disagree? How excited are you about the signings of Allen and Hargrave? Let me know. And crazy, turn up, what? Let me know, baby. Fire them comments once again. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell as well. Takes less than 1 second. Support the grind, support the channel. Period, man. Believe that. The NFL's tough. It's hard. And nobody wants to come to work every day in an environment that is just not upbeat. No one's excited to do their job. He added, that was one of the biggest reasons why I chose this place. Going into this off season, I definitely wanted to take my family into consideration. Allen added, I mean, when your wife and your family is able to have a great life and be included and be involved in so many things in the community, it definitely makes that decision a lot easier. Respect. Hargrave noticed similar culture green flags from locker room atmosphere and coaching approach to NFLPA report card grades. You can tell they just want to win. It's a lot of talent and on offense and defense and special teams, Hargrave said. It's a great team, and they've got a reputation in the league of how they run their organization. And that was kind of a big thing for me, too. Seeing everything, seeing the reports of how good they take care of their players, I think that's big. Hargrave has gotten an up-close look at the Vikings in the O'Connell era, having played against the team 3 times since 2022, including 2 contests in Minnesota. Allen played the Vikings in Washington in November 2022 and once on the road during the 2019 season, part of Zimmer's tenure. In addition to referencing Minnesota's ability to wreak havoc, against opposing offenses and create takeaways. Hargrave also can't ignore the home field advantage US Bank Stadium provides. Definitely home field advantage is crazy right now for us. Let's keep it going, baby. Keep it going. Next year, turn up more. Next year, the fans need to turn up more, dog. Shut the bank down. Hear me? Period, bro. Shut that shit down. Yeah. Now, he and Allen will be on the home team sideline. I'm just ready to hear the SKOL drum getting beat and hear the SKOL chant, Hargrave said. And I'm really excited to hear that horn being sounded before the game. I think that's one of the hardest things I've seen in the NFL, especially pregame. Let's get it, man. SKOL. It's going to be kind of dope to be on the other side of it and be able to hear it every home game. He added with a smile. Hargrave and Allen know they can't get ahead of themselves, but they also know they're helping build something special. I really think we can go out there and do great things. But again, it's early. I mean, it's March. No games are won in March, Allen said, exhibiting veteran level headness. Right now, we're just trying to put the work in, trying to get as acclimated as we can as soon as possible. That way, when OTAs start, we can hit the ground running. We're excited to be here. Let's get it, man. And we're excited to have y'all, big dog. We're elated, ecstatic to have you guys, players of your caliber. Period. Players of your echelon. We are excited and grateful for it. Believe that. Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, much respect. Wish you the best. Go eat heavy. Go eat heavy. You hear me? Let's get it. Period, huh? but that's my take on it. That's my opinion, man. How I feel about Hargrave, Allen in the building. Once again, don't care, don't worry about, don't focus on their age, huh? The injuries, focus on them now. Focus on the elite players they are, the powerful, explosive, experienced, athletic players they are, dogs they are up front, and run with that, dog. Run till that dare. Forget the other crap. Just a distraction. They finna bring action. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell, huh? Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes. Win, lose, or draw. Yeah.